Born sinner, spiritually, now a winner. For 27 years, went through the hazy shade of winter. The sun always shines through my divine mind. And I'm one of the greatest poets of all time. When I rhyme, I make your drums go from numb to fluid. My words are explosive, so they can just do it. And Nike, cause this positive MC can change your whole psyche. When it comes to me, flowing this song, ain't no might be. Lyrically, I'll fight thee, you'll spite me. Cause all of my rhymes are blessed by the Almighty. Yo, this Coco King collection is flavor, mental collection. Perfection is the only way to try to travel. So listen to my rugged road as it unravels. Gun barrels, drugs, thugs, hoes, there's a fake friends. You have to know what's after Ease Ministry, cause I know the end for now. I want you to enjoy my song, cause when revelations comes, my physical is gone. And that's 2 chapters before the final earthly storm. And that's 2 chapters before the final earthly storm.
Red ones on the scratches. TME Studios. You don't know nothing about that. What's up, good people? It's your boy, Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. Happy Wednesday. Wake up Wednesday, the day of Mercury. Yeah, Mercury's in Capricorn. I didn't look at the ascendant, but the moon is in Cancer. And tonight on episode 185, Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast, I'll be talking about Aquarius, the water bearer, the fixed air sign. And we'll talk a little bit about the Aquarius Pluto energy conjunct the sun, see how you guys are feeling. Not staying on super long tonight, but we're starting off, we'll have a replacement, but we're starting off with the running back toss for a 90-yard touchdown in his second game, leading his team to victory 36-20 this past Sunday. Big Tay in the house.
Hi.
Stand up. Tell them how you did. Arizona Cardinals took down the Seahawks.
Good.
You had what? 2 receptions.
2 receptions, 2 blocks, and 1 touchdown. Well, 3 receptions.
And he ran for like 2 first downs. But that touchdown, I mean, he came on his grandmother's birthday, he came tearing down the sidelines 90 yards and just iced the game. 36-20. I was the proud papa. He was like Derrick Henry, if you guys know football, man. Tay was just, I mean, it was, on his grandmother's birthday, Aquarius season, and the opposite, the Leo comes in and just, I gotta tell you, like as a father, when you see your boys, and I've had these moments. William, it was in basketball when he was 8 or 9 years old. He just like outscored the whole other team. It was like crazy hot. And I'm playing the humble dad. Other dads are like, yo, your kid's on fire. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, and then Jackson dominated in soccer. He outscored a team. They won like 5-2, and Jackson scored 4 goals and assisted on 1, and he dominated. And then this guy with the football. So all 3 of my boys, and my oldest son, he was clutch, winning the World Series in his first year in Little League Baseball with the San Francisco Giants. Elijah, all 4 of my boys, they've had like these sports moments where dad was just like, But how you guys feeling? It's Aquarius season. The moon's in Cancer. I'm rocking with my Aquarius birth chart sale. Hello to everybody in the chat. We will get to you in a second. And, talking about Aquarius, and I love this energy, and I know it super duper well. My mother-in-law is an Aquarius. I mean, honestly, I married a Pisces, but I dated 1, 2, 3. I think I dated like 4 or 5 Aquarius women in my day. I don't know, a lot of air. I was thinking about it the other day. I dated a lot of air signs, ton of Geminis, but that's in my 8th house, so that makes sense because they were into me. I mean, I was into them too, but you know what I mean. So you look at your 8th house in your birth chart, whatever sign that is, those people can be, very attracted to you sexually, physically, all that. So mine is Gemini in 8th house. And, but I tell you, this energy, the men and women, both eccentric, weird, bizarre, genius. I mean, brilliant. Oh my God. I knew a couple of Aquarius speech pathologists, Aquarius doctor, 2 Aquarius doctors. I mean, I dated some Aquarius ladies who were brilliant. Okay. And, what I respect, and we're talking about this year, January 20th, but most years it's the 21st, but it's going from the 20th or 21st of January to about the 18th February, sometimes the latest the 19th, but really it's the 18th of February, and then you start Pisces season. And this is a Saturn and Uranus mix. The traditional ruler, Saturn, this was the masculine side, right? Capricorn's the feminine side. Aquarius, air and fire signs are masculine energies. And so Aquarius is the fixed, right? It's the dead of winter, very stubborn, arrogant, super intelligent, weird, bizarre, unique, futuristic, innovative, the rebel, the black sheep, pushing the envelope. And, there's so many famous Aquarius. I think of Logic and thinking about the rappers, Logic and Rakim, who you heard on the sample from that song, Genesis of E from my first album, Hip Hop Forever. And I think soon I'm going to re-release my first two albums as I start to work on my third album. God told me to tell you my third and final studio album. I may do some more like little mixtapes or songs here and there as I get inspired, because I'm going to rhyme to the day I die. I'm an MC. I love hip hop. But it's, yeah, so that's the third album God told me to tell you. But I may re-release because I only have one song on Spotify. And the other songs, I don't think you can purchase them anywhere. So, okay. Rakim, Logic, J. Cole, Frederick Douglass, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey. I mean, there's so, Jennifer Aniston, there's so many Aquarius people and that energy. I mean, they really tap into that Uranus, like the spiritual awakener, like getting the messages and downloads from, God source energy from the creator. Aquarius people, they really, now I'll say this, they can be emotionally detached, but people don't understand. It's because you Aquarius, you guys are so brilliant. You're very, very sensitive. This is why they like, it's power to the people energy. We'll get to that with Pluto and Aquarius. But they like friends and their groups, technology and the internet, you know what I mean? And they can be vanguards, contrarians. But that one-on-one, sometimes they can be very afraid of getting hurt. They'd rather hurt you before you hurt them. You know what I mean? And that's real. The Aquarius men tend to be, from what I've known about the guys, a little freakier than the ladies, but they are, it can be very cold, and very detached. And there's this, I don't know, it's weird because I had a really good, one of my best friends in college, he was an Aquarius fella. And he's just a real solid dude, but just real different. You know what I mean? Sometimes they may like grow their fingernails long or like wear like the craziest clothes, dance like all unique and weird. Like, he was like that. And very funny sense of humor, Aquarius, the men and the women. The ladies tend to like stuff more their way, especially in a relationship. Like it can be a little too one-sided. And just so you know, it's really weird, but Virgo and Aquarius is, so Gemini's the twins, yin yang, right? The Virgo, the virgin is, Mary, right? The woman. And then Aquarius is the man, right? The old man pouring out the wisdom and knowledge. Close the door. You coming in? Just come read this real quick. Okay. So, and that's really interesting thing.
Mama Miss said, hey.
Oh, what's up, Mama Miss?
Mama Miss also said Aquarius sun for show. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this is your season, girl. I know.
The Mama Miss said, oh, wow, I'm Cancer moon too. Didn't realize the moon was in Cancer too.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah,
then
we got the Leo full moon tomorrow morning, and it's on 12:53 p.m. Eastern.
And then Mama Miss said definitely exceptionally intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are brilliant. You're wordsmiths. I mean, think about Alicia Keys too. I mean, there's so many. Huey P. Newton. I already said Frederick Douglass, Lincoln, Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley. He's on that cusp though. But I think he may be 29 degree Aquarius. on that. Kurt Cobain, but he's more of the 0 degrees Pisces. And so that's what I'm thinking about doing for Coffee Talk 17, the start of my 3rd year, February 17, 12 p.m. Eastern, Saturday. May do some celebrity charts of people, maybe some people living. But I was thinking about doing Kurt Cobain, and maybe I may even look at Michael Jordan's chart, trying to get that Aquarius Pisces cusp energy for Coffee Talk, do something a little different. But the Aquarius birth chart sale. And Mama Miss, you've already had your chart done, but this is a good time to get a solar return chart. Okay. And then we look at the degree of your sun and line it up to your degree in your birth chart. Right. So let's say, for example, like my mother-in-law, her solar return this year was on January 20th, even though her birthday is the 21st. Because she's a 0 degree Aquarius. So basically it'll be the same day, the day before, the day after, but it's right in that area. And that's how you do the solar return. And then you look at the planetary alignments and it tells the actual story of the year ahead for you. And it's very detailed. I actually remember doing it for my cousin, and I helped her in terms of having to go to the doctor and do a checkup and stuff like that. And good thing I did, because it really helped her. So, solar return charts are really good. So it's 65 minutes over Zoom. It's 107 for the Aquarius sun, moon, or rising sign. And then my big shebang, the 40 to 50 minute custom video summary mini movie of your life, along with audio transit recording of current and future transits and videos of the planetary placements, which is for both. That's normally $260, only $207. And I'm really proud of that. I don't think any other astrologers offer that service, and it's kind of cool, like having like a little whole video film breakdown that you could watch at any time of your whole chart and life story. It's and it's past, present, future. And I get very deep with healing the inner child and reprogramming the subconscious mind. But I just want to announce this, you guys. My new podcast just came out. That interview I did with Marilee Duffy at the Casual Temple. She's out of Seattle. Please subscribe to her channel and watch the podcast. It's in my playlist under interviews and media. And I've been putting all my podcasts. I've done about 6 podcasts in the last 2.5 months. Been really blessed, and started with Jeff Maher. I've been really busy, and they're all a little different. Some are sharing the NDE story that I experienced, some astrology, spirituality, some predictions for 2024. It's a mixed bag, baby, but a lot of fun. And this one was really great, Casual Temple. And then the other day, it just came out, Vision Cast AI, and it's Vision Cast Voices podcast with George. I think his last name was Pickett. It was really fun and really great. So please go support them and subscribe to their channels and watch the interview. And if you do, like it and share it and write a comment, and try to help these people, their channels grow. But Casual Temple is the one that just came out today. Okay. So let's get
hello.
Oh, wifey's here. Oh. And she's look, show you about the Aquarius, right? Now, look, I told you I married a Pisces and dated some Aquarius, but my wife is Venus and Jupiter in Aquarius. See? So definitely. And I guess that's because I had that 11th house stellium in Virgo.
So we got Mama Mist here, and Evelyn is here, and Flying Tiger says, "Hey, big homie."
What's up, Flying Tiger and Evelyn?
Let's see if there's anybody else on here. That seems, we have more people on, but those are the 3 that have showed up.
So I'm gonna break down some more.
Anybody new? Is there anybody new here?
Well, I'm gonna break down some more of the Aquarius energy, but then I want to talk to you guys about the Aquarius Sun conjunct Pluto and how have you guys been feeling, especially if you have a lot of Aquarius placements like Mama Miss.
Yeah, she's a Venus Aquarius. She's just saying.
Yeah, and
it's like you guys are right in sync. You're saying it, she's typing it. So
because me and Mama Miss, we got that mental thing going. So Mama Miss, how have you been feeling with the Pluto coming in with the Sun? You know what I mean? And you guys understand, you're going to feel this energy until about 10 degrees, right? And then when it gets to the second decan, the Aquarius Gemini decan, the Sun, it'll be, the conjunction, you're not going to really feel it anymore. So really till about January 30th, maybe the latest, the 31st. But right now, right, today is the 24th. So we still got another 5 or 6 days of feeling this energy. And for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Risings, but specifically for the Sun right now, I mean, listen, this is a 20-year cycle. So you're going to feel it for the next 20 years. Now, it will go back to Capricorn from September 1st, late night, to November 19th. And then November 19th, it'll be there in Aquarius, Pluto, till 2044. So we got 20 years of this dance. And I think it's late 2024. So it's going to be a long Pluto transit. Capricorn was pretty long, 16 years, 08 to 24, but this is bigger, better, stronger, and much slower.
Yeah,
Flowing like
Pluto's a
Noah.
long time. They give us some time to really feel it.
So, with Pluto conjunct the sun, well, remember, that's the 7th house of Michael Jackson's chart. It can make you feel a lot of psychological changes. You can feel, and we're talking about it in transit, not in the natal birth chart, but you can feel really magnified. There could be things that come up for you guys until January 30th or 31st of some childhood or past life traumas and things that you've got to work out, purge, release, and detox, transmute. It can make you feel kind of like really powerful. Pluto is power, it's innovation, the futuristic magnetic energy. You can be like, yo, I'm about to jump into this chat GPT AI and transform my whole IG channel. At the same time, this is where you could even maybe go through some mental confusion, a little bit of depression. Pluto can really dig up some secrets, some things that you've had hidden. They're going to come out. Okay. And so this is going to be really a fascinating time and transit. And Pluto and Aquarius in general is going to reveal to us kind of the dark secrets of science, technology, the dark web, AI, innovation, the robots, people losing jobs. Like, we're going to see sort of the ugly nature, and then things will get revealed to transmute it and then transform it for the good and better. Okay.
So Flying Tiger is Pluto in Aquarius. And let's see here.
No, he's not Pluto in Aquarius.
Oh, maybe he's okay.
Yeah, he may be.
Oh, he's just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
then
that's
NYC guy has paid you a compliment and said, "Great channel, thank you, NYC guy."
What's up, NYC guy? What's your name? What's your big three? Sun, Moon, Rising. I appreciate the love.
And Flying Tiger is saying, "Exposing the WEF." Cassiopeia is here.
What's up, Cassiopeia?
Hey, girl.
Yeah, the WEF needs to be exposed. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's foolishness.
Yeah. So okay. Anyways. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Mama Miss just said she's been speaking her truth more, and definitely, what you say, out there more, definitely more take me or leave me. So I think that's really true. I think that whole Pluto, being your authentic self is becoming more and more.
Well, that is
for all of us, right?
That is the age of Aquarius, and also Pluto and Aquarius. Remember, the highest currency during this time, obviously the highest frequencies are love, gratitude, and being your authentic self. But Aquarius, one thing you have to love about Aquarius, they are authentically themselves. Aquarius don't care if you think they're weird or bizarre, because they're confident enough and arrogant enough. Think of this axis, right, of Aquarius and Leo, and get ready for the full moon tomorrow. Charge up your crystals tonight or just put some outside. But understand, and I hope you guys liked my Leo full moon video, and please go like it, share it, comment on it. I thought I did a pretty decent job with that one. But understand that, like, that axis, think 11th and 5th house, Aquarius, Leo, the fixed air and the fixed fire. It's very much really speaking to people who are Leo, living from their heart, right? Very confident, bold, regal kings and queens. And then Aquarius, living from their mind, right? The I know, the intelligence. And there's that confidence that they have too. So this axis is extremely swaggadocious, fixed, stubborn, a little arrogant and cocky, but also both very brilliant. Aquarius is a little bit more weird. They don't care if people like them. Leo, they want the attention, and they are willing on high vibration to share the spotlight and be extremely generous, but also, also very much like, hey, look at me.
So NYC guy says that he has a Cancer sun, but we need to get all three. So do you know what your
He may not
rising?
know the moon rising, but
Okay.
Cancer Sun. I love Cancers. A lot of funny Cancer guys are crazy funny. I know a lot of stand-up comics that are Cancers. Got a lot of good
Leo
friends.
moon.
Oh, Leo moon. Okay, well, welcome. You're having your moon return right now, and when the moon comes back to your moon, it that can be an interesting time. Depending on what house it's in. Sometimes you could be a little extra emotional, maybe a little extra dramatic right now, NYC kid, but also really creative. You know what I mean?
So we've been having a lot of back and forth. So Flying Tiger is Jupiter in Aquarius is me, and Leo Moon is him as well.
Okay.
Oh wait, did I? Oh damn! Did I just?
You messed that up. Yeah.
Did I mess that up? Oh my god! NYC guy. I guess you haven't said anything. You know what? That was. I'm just
it's
like
okay.
looking and thinking that somebody's answering me.
That's all right.
Answer me, please, NYC guy. What's up?
He may not know
Anyways,
his moon or
and that's
rising.
okay.
Yeah,
If you don't, you don't. We'll learn it at some point.
But then you got to
And
email
Mama
me for the
Mist
birth
is
chart.
here. Oh, NYC guy. Sun, a Cancer Sun, Moon, Sagittarius, Rising, Scorpio.
Oh,
thank you.
Well, then you're dancing with us. I'm Scorpio rising. She's Sag moon. So there you go, NYC guy. That's really cool. So with the Scorpio rising, you got that Sag moon in the second house. You probably like your food cooked well, medium well, like me. I can't eat raw food, man. That's Sag second house. And then your Cancer Sun in the ninth house. That's interesting. That's a really interesting placement. And, you could definitely really feel alive when you travel to foreign lands or, go on vacation. And, I wonder how your relationship is with that, because it could be really good, or it could be, where dad was, teaching things that maybe you didn't necessarily agree with. It just depends when the sun is in the ninth house. But it's a great energy because the sun is in its planetary joy in the ninth house, right? Jesus Christos has his sun in the ninth house in Virgo. Right. So, back to Aquarius, I will say this. The men and women can be very different. I think one thing that I love is that their willingness to think outside the box and push the envelope. There's this, they're proud to be rebellious. And I think we also, as a collective, we need that energy. Remember, February and mainly it's Aquarius, is the most rare sun sign. And the most rare rising signs are Aries and Pisces. So there's less people born in February. So that would be like the first early decan of Pisces, but it's mainly for the Aquarius. There's less Aquarius people on the planet than any other sign.
So Mama Miss is our resident Aquarius.
Yes, she is.
And so she's also has her Aquarius in the South Node and Leo in the North.
Oh, yeah.
And she's the rising, her Sag rising, Cancer moon, Aquarius sun.
And you know what's cool about that? With the Cancer moon. So in the past life, you may have been like the, Cancer sun sign, but you may have already had the Aquarius moon and ascendant in the past life. And that Aquarius South node, Mama Miss, near your sun and Venus, it makes you, and you know this, extremely spiritual. You know what I mean? And sometimes can make you kind of even humble.
So we've got AT here.
Or shy as a child.
Do we know AT?
No, what's up, AT? Welcome, Biggie Astrology. Thank you for coming.
So she is a triple Aquarius.
Oh, AT.
She says she's experienced a lot of things that Mama misses.
Well, listen, if you're a triple Aquarius, you got to email me for the birth chart sale, the birth chizzy. I don't know if I've ever met a triple Aquarius.
I don't think we have.
Wow. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising? You were born on a new moon?
Now, is this one of those things where she uses, what's that other,
No, that has nothing to do with that.
But the other type of, what's it called, sidereal or?
No, doesn't mean that.
Okay.
So, that's, wow. I'd love to see your chart. So email me if you want to book the birth chart sale.
Flying Tiger, his mom and nephew are both Aquarius as well.
Oh, that's cool. Well, listen, it's time to get birth charts for everybody. Because, what I love, like I was talking to Mama Miss about the solar return, it's really fascinating because, even if you do the natal or solar return, there's also the secondary progression. So your soul, just wait a second, your soul could be vibrating as a Pisces or an Aries now, depending on your age. You know what I mean? So that really is one of those things where you can see how your planets have progressed. Your sun could progress. The moon switches every 2.5 years in a progress chart. And then the ascendant, that will shift like the sun as well. So that depending on your age, AT, you could be now a Pisces or Aries sun, and your ascendant could also have shifted one or two to Pisces or Aries as well. So that would be even fascinating for you, even if you've done a natal, to look at your secondary progression as well. Okay.
So yeah, no, AT was just saying that this is also a time of authenticity for her, and she's just wanting it from herself and from those around her. Mama Miss had an interesting story. She's saying that her father was born the day after her.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. Yeah.
On February 16th, but they're similar in many ways, but also different in that. But he was pretty mean.
Well, okay. So remember, I told you the men and women are very different, and also, Mama Miss, your son, could be in, I forgot what house. If your son was 11th or 12th house, but your dad's son could be in the 9th or the 5th or the 6th. You know what I mean? So doesn't matter if you're born the same day, different days, or whatever. It depends on what time you were born and where the house is, because the sun in every house is a whole different person. So that's why, like, looking at the newspaper and horoscopes, you're not supposed to look at the sun sign. You should look at it at your rising sign, because that's how they're written. But it gives astrology a bad name because people are like, oh, that's not me. Astrology is fake or wrong or stupid. It's like, no, you're just not understanding that, when a horoscope is written, it's based on the whatever sign you're looking at, it's based on that as the ascendant, not as the sun sign.
Her son's in the 3rd house.
Sun's in the 3rd house, yeah. So, and that's the thing. And Mama Miss, we've talked about this, in your chart reading, that's where, in a lot of ways, with the North Node in the 9th house and Leo, you are not only to travel and share your creativity in foreign lands, you can also be a mentor. You are a certain age where you have the experience to help some of these young girls learn how to do stand-up comedy, how to do the poetry slams, how to be a creative writer. You can give back and use your creative abilities to be a mentor. I mean, make sure you always look at my North Node in the 9th house video. I think it's really good at describing that energy. And you got a book to write too, Mama Miss. We talked about that.
Sports Kid is here.
Welcome back, Sports Kid.
And AT just gave us some love.
So, Sports Kid, you never told me, well, I don't remember if you shared your Sun Moon Rising, but what sports do you like? If you the sports kid, what's your favorite teams? What sports you like? Because I talk about sports on here. I am half Cro-Magnon man. So let me let you all know, because I'm not coming back on for the games. The 49ers will edge out the Detroit Lions. I'm going to say 27-23, close game. And I think the Baltimore Ravens, despite the NFL switching the referee, which could favor the road team, the Chiefs, I think the Ravens are just right now a little bigger, better, stronger, and much faster. So I think the Ravens, which could upset my Mateus, he's a Chiefs fan, but I think the Ravens are going to beat the Chiefs. I'm going to say 29-26, like a close one. They're going to pull it out though. So we're going to have a 49ers Ravens Super Bowl, which is a rematch back to the Blackout Super Bowl with Beyonce. You remember that? And the keyword blackout? Think about it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So, and who's singing at halftime? Usher. Where are the Niners from? San Francisco. Tech. Cryptocurrency. What are they ushering in? So, yeah, for 49ers over the Ravens is probably in the Super Bowl. But we'll talk about that when we get there. But that's what I think is going to happen this week. 49ers and Ravens win. So, Sports Kid, let me know. Sports Kid, do they say anything with the teams?
Astrology. Oh, no, let's see.
Okay. Who's that? Astrology?
Sports Kid is just saying astrology is a lot more deeper than horoscopes.
Oh, exactly.
Pay so much attention to them.
Well, you're right. And that's the thing, a lot of times people get caught up in some of these apps and different things. and the horoscopes, but a lot of times people are just focused on sun sign astrology. And I was like that when I was younger too. But every planet, and in astrology, the luminaries, sun and moon, are considered planets, but every planet affects you and are different attributes of your life, right? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. And when you get to Uranus, you're dealing with the outer planets. They're more generational, they move slower, right? Uranus every 7 years, Neptune 14 to 16, Pluto 8 to 30. You know what I mean? So that's how it kind of works. And it's so intricate. It's spirituality, it's spirituality, mathematics, energy, frequency, astrology, numerology. Astrology is so many things wrapped up in one. And you guys choose your birth chart. You select it. So there's no victimhood in astrology, at least not when you work with me. All right. I get you maximizing, working on the optimum levels so you know how to work with and master the birth chart. So AT or AI, no, AT, hit me up. That Aquarius Sun Moon Rising, oof, you got a chart for the charts. I had an amazing client today and she had an amazing chart. Oh my goodness. So, but that's what I love. Like, to me, bringing up a birth chart and working with you guys, and I still get the chills every time. And it's truly an honor and a pleasure. So another thing I want to say about Aquarius season, Aquarius in relationships can do very good with the opposite, the Leo. Obviously work well with the Gemini and Libras. This is just a generalization with the sun signs. Obviously, when you're looking at relationships, I look at the Juno, the Venus, the 5th and 7th house, the Jupiter, the Mars, the moon. These are the real things that I look at if you book a mini love audio chart reading, only $53, okay? But Aquarius is good with Gemini, Libra. 2 Aquariuses together, not so good. The Leo, obviously Aries and Sag. I said they work good with Virgos, but it creates an unhealthy bubble, right? Because you got the man and the woman, but it's like it's them against the world, and they kind of get detached from the rest of society. I find the Aquarius Virgo relationship can get a little too mental, too wrapped in their own world. Okay, I've seen it play out. I experienced it myself. So just be mindful of that. Also, the Capricorn, they both have the Saturn, but they really are. It can be a kind of a battle of egos. So you got to be mindful of that. And trust me, you have to get a synastry compatibility chart done, because any 2 signs, any 2 placements can really work together. And the synastry compatibility chart, I really teach you how the planets are communicating to one another and how that can have the story of the relationships that could play out, right? Like my Mars could be hitting her moon, or her Mars could be hitting my moon, and creating sensitivities, irritations that we may not be aware of, that we may not be doing intentionally. And so once you get the synastry compatibility chart, you see, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that this is that. And you can just see how the energies work out. Okay. So any other questions or comments about this Aquarius Pluto energy and what's going on right now? Because I think, this can be something, especially for someone like AT or anybody with Aquarius Sun Moon Rising placements. You're really going to go through a lot of transformations in the next 20 years. Go ahead.
So, 2 things. Mama Miss said, and I'm reading this, I think it's a really good point. The more I look and learn my birth chart, the more I see the intentionality of coming into this existence. And that's it exactly. We all chose this. And validity. Am I reading that wrong? Anyways, 205, Aquarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Rising. Are they new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're reading a new person.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's VIYILITY. Validity.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just probably their own little tag name.
No,
yeah.
That's fine.
That's
Hey,
cool.
so Aquarius
So, honey, so what is it? Aquarius Sun, Sag.
Sagittarius Moon, and Rising.
Oh, well, welcome.
Welcome.
You have placements like my mother-in-law. But she got cat mode. So that's really cool. So with the moon on the ascendant, you can wear your emotions on your sleeve. So watch when, I know how Sag moons get down. I married one. And you guys can be very much about following the rules, the law. What's the right thing to do, the beliefs, the philosophies. So just make sure you're not over preachy or dogmatic. And also, make sure you move a lot. You got to move your physical body, especially for your health. And with the Sag moon, you got to watch the hips and thighs. So stretching, walking, and yoga is going to be really good for you. Okay. And be honest, let me know with that sun in the third house. Were you a little bit of a bully growing up? Just un poquito, a little bit of a bully. But yeah, and maybe your dad was on the go. Maybe your dad traveled a lot for work, or could have been just man around town, moving and grooving. So one thing I would say about this Pluto conjunct Sun until January 30th or 31st. If you have your birthday during this time, it can be one of those, it's like the pendulum swing. You could be really hyped up for your birthday and be like, it's my birthday, Aquarius, stand up, big party, big bash. Or you could be like, let's say your birthday is tomorrow, the 25th. You could be like, shh, I'm having another birthday. This is where the Pluto can kind of dig up things that maybe you haven't dealt with from this life, childhood, or past life, that can really come up at this time on your solar return, that can make you kind of reflective and introspective, which is not the normal case for Aquarius. Air and fire signs, introspection is not your bag, baby. It's a little bit more challenging. But this Pluto can bring that up at this time. So you may be really social or really private. So don't judge yourself or be self-critical in any way with however you respond, okay?
So, okay. And so Vitality is saying thanks. Flying Tiger, Moon in Sagittarius in Tarot is 9 of Wands, the Lord of Great Strength.
Yeah.
And then we have Dr. Jedi Vampire God King.
What?
Hi.
Welcome. I like that. That's a name. You're a Jedi vampire.
Tell us some more.
God King. What's your big three?
Tell us some more, Dr. Jedi Vampire God King.
Did you wait? So with that name, you must have liked Star Wars: Return of the Jedi and True Blood. At least I hope you did. But that's really creative. I love everybody's personality and swag and the names that people choose and stuff like that. I think it's groovy, baby. I think it's really cool. But one thing that we have to consider with the Aquarius season, Aquarius, you're pouring out the wisdom and knowledge that you've kind of gained from Sagittarius season. So just remember, because sometimes you can play on the lawn of arrogance, try to have compassion.
On the lawn of arrogance.
That was deep, right? I'm a wordsmith when I want to be. But when you can play on the lawn of arrogance, sometimes you have to make sure that
get off my lawn.
You can, exactly, Aquarius could be like that. That you could, Babe Ruth was Aquarius too, that you could make sure that because your job is to pour out, right? The water bearer, it's a fixed air sign, but it's the water bearer. But these are the waters of knowledge, the spiritual awakener. So when you are called to teach, try to be a little bit more gentle, because it can be a very stubborn, harsh, detached sign. And you guys are so brilliant that you are called to teach. So this can be a time for all of the Aquarius placements the next 20 years where you guys are being pushed to walk into sharing your wisdom and knowledge and really teaching it. So just try to be a little bit more gentle, because not everybody's up to speed with you mentally. I mean, listen, you guys are Aquarius for a reason. You're brilliant. But this is also your time, right? To be environmentalist, social justice reform, an activist, the nonprofit, the philanthropic work. You know what I mean? And really, you can walk into groups and organizations and literally like blow this joint up. Let's transform it. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing.
So listen, Mama Miss is getting a little bent out of shape.
Oh, Mama Miss, what's wrong, girl?
She says she's just kidding, but this is the second time that you have on the down low called her arrogant and her people arrogant, and she's not gonna take it no more.
Well, wait. Mama Miss, come on. You know, Aquarius, that is, and it's not a stereotype. I mean, listen, what happens is the mixture of Saturn and Uranus, you guys are disciplined, but unique and weird. You are organized, but bizarre and genius. You are mature and structured, but you're detached and the black sheep. So, like, you are a walking contradiction in many ways with the Saturn Uranus. And so, that's where sometimes you guys, your arrogance is not always intentional. Sometimes it's by default because you may think that people know what you know, or sometimes you get competitive without even trying to be because you feel like somebody's trying to outdo you mentally. You know what I mean? And so it's definitely not a knock. I respect the Aquarius energy, but each sign has its high vibration and low vibration. And so by no means am I saying every Aquarius is arrogant. I've met some very kind of shy and humble ones, real on the low, real quiet, introverted, right? But at the same time, Aquarius, they can get to roaring, right? Because think of the opposite sign, the Leo. So that reflection from the opposition can play out in that sign. So yeah, they can roar and be like, wait, see me as a regal king and queen too, like Leo, right? The opposite can do that. So Aquarius will be the rebel and the contrarian, but they also want the attention like a Leo too. You understand how that works?
So she said, thank you for adding a bit of flavor to her thing. But Vitality 205 said, I believe the number of the degrees measure how much a person is evolved in certain areas of their life via the natal chart. What do you think of that?
Well, yes, but you have to look at it, and the degrees are indicating deacons, but then you also have the lunar mansions behind it. Okay. And then you could also look at it in a third way with numerology. So you've got the Vedic, the nakshatras, you've got the lunar mansions, you've got the Sabian symbols, you've got the deacons. So these are all different codes along with numerology to, break it down. So the Aquarius is from 0 to 9. The 10 to 19 is the Aquarius Gemini. And then the 20 to 29 is the Aquarius Libra. So if you watch my Pluto Aquarius video, you see how I break down this 20-year cycle in little 6.5-year pockets and how the energy can play out, transcend, and manifest.
Okay. So real fast, Medela Hooker, she said,
hey, welcome, Medela Hooker. Nice to meet you. Eric Taylor.
Yes,
she's new.
Oh, you have to give us some moon and rising. But also I just had to call out her because she said she respects the Aquarius, but they can irritate her at times. Girl, don't I overstand. Her mama is an Aquarius too.
Oh, yeah, her mom's Aquarius. She's a Pisces, so yeah, we understand. No, and I respect that. So tell us your big three.
And then we also have another person, Simon.
What's up,
Simon? She wants to know, do you have a class? And Simon, you have to give us your big sun, your big three, sun, moon, and rising.
I do have a class.
She wants to know, do you have a class available to learn how to read charts?
Okay, a couple of things. So I will be offering my level 1 class again in the fall, but I am trying to automate it so it can be downloadable for you. Mm-hmm. And I'll be shortly, with the help of my beautiful assistant, wifey, finishing my astrology book so that can happen. But yes, I also do all the time teach one-on-one astrology classes for people who, really want to kind of take this thing to the next level and be serious. But you can also take it just to learn how to read natal birth charts for you, your friends, and family, not to be a professional. It's totally up to you. But I do teach one-on-one. Once I finished doing everything with this downloadable and this and that, I was looking to March, but it may get pushed back to April and May. We'll just see, depending on the schedule. But I also will be teaching a level 2 astrology course. Level 1 is the basic foundations: sun, moon. Signs, planets, houses, chart rulership, a little intro to medical astrology, and teaching you how to read a basic natal birth chart. That was my level 1 class, and I've taught it twice so far. And both times it was amazing, and had amazing students. Amazing students.
So Flying Tiger also has an Aquarius mom.
Okay.
Wait a minute now.
Did we get the new people to share their big 3?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, somebody must have just deleted something. I saw it drop back down. Anyways. Okay. Really fast. Highest degree is Venus in Aquarius at 26. That's sports kid. We got a bunch of things.
Hey, sports kid. Okay.
Evelyn has returned. Hello, Evelyn. Simon, she is a Sag Sun, Aries Moon, Gemini rising.
Oh, wait. Gemini's rising. Sag Sun in the 7th house. And Aries Moon in the 11th. Okay. Sun and Moon in a trine. Mom and Dad were very happy to welcome you into this world. And that Aries Moon in the 11th house, you could be really good at networking. I can see you running a nonprofit. You'd love to learn, emotionally connected to your friends groups, maybe that older sibling. Aries Moon, though, you got to watch, and you'd have to let me know the degree. A little fiery, argumentative, impulsive, but you can definitely be a go-getter. And with the North Node there right now, this is your time. This is the time to network. This is the time to take astrology classes with Big E Astrology. This is the time to come to Astrological Coffee Talk. I'm a New Yorker, right? Coffee Talk on February 17th, 12 p.m. Eastern. So just so you guys know, I collect Aquarius moons, and they come to Astrological Coffee Talk pretty much every month. I have at least one Aquarius moon there. Okay.
So, and we've got Jedi, I'm going to get to you,
what's
but
Jedi talk about
Jedi. Okay, we got. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right.
So Jedi is asked you, and I'm just curious because I know sort of. But it says, "What's your opinion of GG33, the numerology guy?"
Oh, he's brilliant.
Get him on our show. That's what we think.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to him and interview him, Gary, the numerology guy. He's brilliant. I'd like to hear more what he thinks about the Life Path 9, since he kind of gatekeeps that one. But overall, I mean, we have a lot of the same ideas and philosophies. But I'm not a master at numerology, so I don't practice it. But I do know a little bit about it, and I respect it. And numerology is very important. So is human design, right? I don't know anything really about tarot, but I've had some great tarot guests on here. You could look through my podcast, and I've had some big heavy hitters in tarot on here. But, the occult knowledge, the esoteric knowledge, the metaphysics, I think they're all really fascinating and helpful. And the reason why this is so big at this time is because we have chosen to come in at this time and remember all the knowledge from the mystery schools to help awaken and help the planet in its ascension process. So it's not surprising that, the spiritual metaphysical business is $1 billion industry now. And it's only going to continue to grow for the next 20 years in the age of Aquarius, which is really nice for me. But it's nice also because I want you guys to know I'm 53. If I knew the knowledge that I know now in my 20s, like some of you guys, the 20s and 30s, Gen Z, millennials, getting birth chart readings now, it is so important and so priceless. And you have such an advantage because you really get to psychologically break down yourself, understand your destiny, understand the subconscious mind, the healing, the inner child, like all this stuff, especially if you connect with astrologer like me, who's going to really take you through the process of all this stuff. Man, you can make life so much easier for yourself. And it makes you a better parent. When you know your child's birth chart, you're seeing how they perceive you from their eyes. And that's really deep and dope. Because, I don't know if all you guys, depending on your ages, if you guys know like Charlie Brown and the Peanuts, and they would have the parents on the phone and the kids would be listening. The parents would be like, wah, 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 wah. That's how they hear us. We say the same thing 1,000 times.
And sometimes that's how I hear them.
Yeah, but
sometimes I'm like, wah, 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 wah. Tell me again. I had to have a conversation with the truth today on the way home. Like, listen, if you aren't telling me something that I feel is worthy, I'm gonna not listen. You're gonna have to come with something that we can work with. Now, Simon said, "Yep, that's me in relation to you breaking her down." And then Medella Hooker says, "I'm a Scorpio rising, Virgo sun, Leo moon."
What?
All right,
that's me. But I'm a cat moon. But I'm Scorpio and Virgo. So you should definitely hit me up for a birth chart reading. Okay. That is really nice because you're having your full moon, right? You're having your moon return, and the full moon is in your natal moon. So you could feel really charged up tomorrow. Definitely, if you have any crystals, charge them up. And that Virgo sun in the 11th house, you probably are a big humanitarian, big heart. But remember, the Scorpio ascendant, it's a gift and a curse. We go through a lot of transformations, a lot of death and rebirths in our life. But the gift is that the Sagittarius second house, whether it's butt naked with nothing there, or you've got planets there or asteroids, when you are Scorpio rising, you will go through, you're here to break generational curses. You have a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising because there was an issue during the pregnancy or birth when you were born, either preclamptic, C-section, the umbilical around the neck, something happened to give you that, and you were here to break generational curses. It's a very karmic placement.
We will work on this together, girl.
But the Sagittarius in the second house, Scorpio risings, never go broke and homeless. Think through your life. Anytime you were struggling financially, something just always fell into place that got you. And I know that's been my story.
Absolutely.
So
we have DJ 253.
What up, D? All the new people. Thank you, new people. I greatly appreciate you guys. Wait, but let me say this. DJ, AT, Simon, Dr. Jedi, all the new people, please make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Like and share this. But when it's done, do me that solid, you guys. I really appreciate it. It helps me grow in the algorithms. And I'm just a hardworking OG. I don't know any special technological algorithms to get me.
We ain't buying you.
I ain't buying subscribers. Like, you see my channel, go through my playlist. It ain't nothing but work. I just know hard work. I'm a workhorse, okay? So please, when this is over, come back. Even if you just say, thanks, Eric, or great podcast, or thumbs up, or fire emoji, just comment and place a comment for me, because it really does help the lives just grow so more people can get this in their algorithms and streams and watch it to learn about this Aquarius dope energy.
So
okay.
DJ,
what's your placements, DJ? What's your sun, moon, and rising?
So I don't know if it's a he or a she, but just started watching your channel, and it's been a blessing. Thank you. I say thank
Jinx,
you both. I'm a teacher out in Seattle.
Oh, cool.
And
I was a former teacher, 13 years. I love teachers.
And your channel has helped me understand myself more. I'm a Cap Sun, Aquarius moon, and rising, and Venus and first house.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for the kind words. And let me tell you something. This is time for you to order a birth chart sale. Okay. We can meet over Zoom, 65 minutes, $107. This is the best time. Now, my schedule is filling up like crazy. So definitely email me tonight after the show, and you can get scheduled in for, I'm booking now the first week of March. But, I told you I collect Aquarius moons. So I hope to see you February 17th at Coffee Talk. It's only $20, 2 hours. And it's my monthly astrology meeting. I'm very proud of it because it's a safe space for people to share and connect and support each other. Evelyn will tell you, like, my people, mi familia. And, I'm all about bigging up and promoting people. You can share your businesses, your whatever you do, your creative endeavors, your story, whatever. But, I teach an astrology lesson. and we get into different things. And some months, Evelyn will tell you, people love it. We also will do blind readings of Coffee Talk members' birth charts. So, for example, if you came and you wanted your chart to be read, we do it as a collective, and we don't reveal who it is until the end. And then you let us know at the end how we did reading your chart. Now, I lead it, but everybody chimes in. So it's really a great way to learn astrology, experience it, and I'm really proud of what I've done. And and all my loyal Coffee Talk members, February 17th is the start of my 3rd year of Coffee Talk. It's Coffee Talk number 25. So it came out of nowhere. It came out of this podcast. We were talking about it one night, and it just got birth, and then I brought it to fruition, and now I'm on the 3rd year of it. So that's just the magic of the internet and astrology. And like I said, a ton of Aquarius moons come, and people come from all over the world: California, New York, New Jersey, Canada, Australia, Africa, London, Poland. I mean, Florida, Alabama, Atlanta, like people, Seattle, Portland, Washington, or Oregon. I've had people everywhere. So it's really cool. And I want to invite you. So, always, you guys, you can go to my website, biggieastrology.com, sign up for the newsletter. I'm working on that. I should get it out in the next week or two. But if you want to come to Coffee Talk or book the birth chart sale, that's not available on the site. So just email me directly at biggieastrology@gmail.com. And yeah, but on my website, you can see all my services. I worked really hard on the website, and it's so beautiful. And my designer did a great job. But let me leave you with this last little note, and then we'll finish off with a couple of questions and comments. With Aquarius season, and I'll be back to talk about specifically Aquarius moons around the Aquarius new moon, probably, and other placements in Aquarius, but a little bit with the Sun Pluto conjunction in Aquarius. Don't be afraid during this time, especially to January 30th or the 31st, to take a moment for real deep introspection, journaling, writing letters to your younger self, exploring the subconscious and unconscious mind. Pluto will really kind of, give you this opportunity to heal your psyche, to kind of, lessen the ego and really connect to God source consciousness inside of you. And so let this Pluto Sun conjunction give you some vitality, but also give you the courage to explore your mind and to, really be like, the bigger questions like, who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? How am I doing? And, for all of you guys on here tonight, and I say this to all my clients, my greatest gift for all of you guys is to retire from negative self-talk. Hand in a pink slip tonight. It's no longer your job. Do that for this full moon in Leo. Come back into your heart chakra, increase your self-love. We've got this energy coming into tomorrow, and watch my Leo full moon video. It's on my playlist. But this energy of Mercury and Mars and Capricorn trining Uranus, we can quite literally, as we ground and do some earthing and meditate and pray, whatever you do, where we can get some serious downloads for building a new reality, for increasing our self-worth and financing, for building our own business. The Aries North Node is this boss I am energy right now, going to January 11, 2025. So use this full moon as a time to come back home to self-love in your heart chakra, but to realize that it's your time. It's on you. You have to be willing to put in the work. But if you do, the universe, the galactic, God is here to support you. Okay? And like Harris once said, that's your gun: God, universe, nature. And this is the time with all this earth energy, Lilith and Juno and Virgo, Jupiter, Uranus, and Taurus, Venus, Mercury, and Mars in Capricorn. Please be grounded in your physical body at this time, as we're having the solar flares increase and the ascension syndromes. Get into the physical body, right? Because that's where we can gain the wisdom of nature, plants, the animals. If you just pay attention when you're outside right now, the birds are singing new songs. The plants and the trees are
Oh.
putting out new wisdom. Just be still, be quiet, and pay attention, because it's really strong and powerful, and it's here to help realign us to who we are. And this is the time for us to really be and become, if we have not been, our true authentic selves. So that's sort of the little bow on tonight, and we'll leave with a couple more comments. But I'll be back next week, or maybe later this weekend. I'll see. Just really busy, working really hard for all my clients right now. Okay.
So, I missed a bunch of comments that are down here. So, Mama Missed is a life path number 9. Moon Goddess 45 is
Hey,
hi,
Moon
Moon
Goddess. Welcome
She
back.
wanted to compliment us on our family picture. Which one did you put up? And
I don't know. Probably just on Facebook. Moon Goddess is my friend.
And then
Happy New Year, Moon Goddess. I hope you and your daughter are doing well.
Violity 205 Gen X 1965 through 1980. And then Moon Goddess. Oh my, her daughter got engaged.
Moon Goddess?
That's
oh, congrats.
Awesome. Congrats.
Okay, I like that.
I hope he's a fabulous person. And then Mandela Hooker, yes, you're on point. And I'm sure she was talking about your breakdown.
Thank you.
Pisces Moon 35.
Oh, that's a new person.
I just new people.
Thank you, Pisces Moon 35.
Leo.
I think I've seen you in the comments recently, so thank you. And please make sure you guys subscribe. And Pisces Moon, hopefully you are Pisces Moon. If you want to share your big 3, please do so.
With all these new people, I need to say again, I have my little spiel every single time. I love this group because you guys communicate with each other, and it's fabulous.
This is a family page and atmosphere here.
And we definitely encourage, that
so
interaction.
Support and big up one another. Okay. Positive energy and vibes, for real.
And let's see. So Pisces Moon 35, Leo rising, Virgo Sun, Pisces Moon, and Scorpio Venus.
Hold on, I got Scorpio Venus, so I know. Leo rising.
Leo rising, Virgo Sun,
2nd house,
Pisces Moon
in the 8th house. Of course you're here and you love astrology. Let me tell you something real quick though about that Pisces Moon in the 8th house.
We haven't finished. You got more to tell us.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Also, I have Pluto in the 1st house.
In Leo? Okay, so you are Pluto Leo generation? Or are you looking at Placidus and you putting the Virgo in the 1st house too? Go to astro.com, look at the whole sign system, more ancient, more accurate. I'm not knocking the Placidus. I don't knock any tools. You can use Equal House, Placidus. You could do Vedic Sidereal. But I will say this. When they found all the ancient astrology books on Project Hindsight, and they were translating them for Greek, Roman, from Alexandria, Kemet, all that stuff, the old astrology books, they use the whole sign system. Placidus is more modern, Western tropical, and it just starts the ascendant at the degree. Whole sign, you could be 15 degrees Scorpio rising, but your whole house, 1st house, is still Scorpio. It's not starting at the 15th degree. And the reason why I like the whole sign, because even Placidus astrologers, they have to go to the whole sign when they're doing the timing techniques, looking at the annual perfections and things like that, right? So through your birth chart with annual perfections, I can see themes of life based on the year of your age that can tell the story. I can track when your kids were born. I can track when you may, start going back to college or finish your degree or married or this. I mean, so annual perfections is a great timing technique and tool, just like secondary progressions are as well. Secondary progressions is connected to the Bible, Genesis. 1 day is 1 year, right? In the book of Genesis, when they talk about that, that's secondary progressions. So Pisces Moon in the 8th house, though, and make sure you're spending time with those herbs. Get you that spirulina, sea moss, ashwagandha, the burdock root, all that stuff. Okay. So any other last comments? We got to go. I got to eat some dinner.
Yeah. So anyway, Sports Kid, ascending is in Cancer, Sun is in Capricorn, Flying Tiger, bro, premature C-section, and a blue baby. That's me. or me.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's that Scorpio.
Let's see, we've got some fire signs from Medela Hooker. We got
thank you guys. I appreciate
let's see.
you
Oh
guys.
my goodness. There's so many things. Dr. Jedi, what's your birthday?
He's asking me.
I guess so.
Oh, I'm a Virgo, second deacon. Okay. So the Scorpio rising, Cap Moon, Virgo Sun.
And Jacqueline,
Delaria.
yes.
Yeah. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you, my friend?
Joined Coffee Talk for the first time, and it was great experience. Lots of info and some great people to connect with. Yeah, that's what's really cool. Is like a lot of times people who are here end up over there, and then you actually get to talk to each other a bit more.
Yeah, now you get to meet each other live and live in color.
Let's see, Kelly A. Doherty. Love your group's name.
Thank you, so, Kelly A. Doherty. You're new.
Kelly,
nice to meet you.
It's good to see you.
What's your sun, moon, rising?
Okay, so we've got Virgo. Oh, she just did it in the pictures. Kelly, I don't know this stuff. Anyways, is it the Taurus? Is the Taurus with the bull? Like, is that?
It's the circle and the lines.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy. So we've got Virgo, Taurus, and then the double water. That's Pisces, right? Or is that Aquarius?
The two lines, squiggly lines, is Aquarius.
Oh, Aquarius.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry. I live with an astrologer, so I don't have to memorize all of these things. He just breaks it down for me, and I go with it.
So she's a Virgo sun, Taurus moon, Aquarius rising?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
She just put the three symbols up.
Okay.
Let me say something. She loves the group's name.
Which one? Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric or Knowledge is Love?
Oh, I was thinking of Knowledge is Love. And what I was going to say is that Knowledge is Love is one of your isms, which you have been telling me for like the last.
Yeah, and I'll be sending out with my newsletter some different isms because I create them. I give birth to. I'm a very creative person, but so the isms that my ism, which created this podcast, is that if you love someone, you should keep them in the know. They should never have to guess, assume, or believe because they can do that wrong. Therefore, knowledge is love, right? So she never has to question if I love her because I tell her all the time, not in the flowery, annoying, nagging way, but in the way that I'm always uplifting her, right? Mm-hmm. She's my queen. So I always point out all her positive traits. And even with using astrology, I show her like, hey, Jupiter's on your ascendant right now. This is a great time for you to do X, Y, Z, this and that, or whatever, but I'm always trying to lift her up for her to be the best version of herself. But I do that with my clients as well. And I try to do that with my children. I don't believe in negative self-talk. I spent a lifetime doing it. I'm a recovering Virgo. Nobody's more self-critical than a Virgo, you guys. And Virgo is also the best personal assistant and good support system. So like you come to me, like I'm not going to give you no fluff and fakeness. I'm going to give you the truth, right? I bring the truth to your jaw, but it's like that warm, supportive uncle or father in the sense that, I'm going to give you the truth, but I'm going to give you the tools to improve your life always, to be the best version of yourself.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So listen, we love you. Every time I turn around, somebody says something and I want to comment, but I also want to go.
Well,
I love you.
I got to eat. I got to eat dinner.
He's got to eat. Anyways, let's see. Yes. Okay.
Because, it's so nice to have all the new people.
It's so wonderful.
I really appreciate it.
Okay. So, Flying Tiger made it. Elena Giles, good evening.
Oh, welcome back, Elena. Elena's been here before. How you doing, stranger? Happy New Year. Oh, and wait, let me say this real quick. You guys go and watch my Ascendant series for 2024. I did all 12 rising signs, insights, and predictions, breaking down whatever your rising sign is, and go watch them and comment and just see how the year can, play out for you based on your Ascendant. I did a pretty, I could have got more detailed, but it's pretty detailed because, you could spend 2 hours breaking down each ascendant. So I try to do it in anywhere from 15 to 22 minutes or something. So go watch those. But for you new people that just came on even later than the other new people that were already here, do me a favor. When this is over, please come back and comment. Just, thumbs up, like it, and make sure all you guys subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. I'm trying to get to 7,000 before April 21st.
Yep.
That's my goal. She thinks I'll get there before then.
I wanted to be at 1 million.
Well, anyways. But
Okay.
we got to just.
I'd be happy with the 7,000 to begin, and then next month we'll be working on that million.
But
Anyways,
thank you guys.
Let's see now. Mama Mist is saying that what does Placidus even mean? She started reading in Placidus, but now reads more on the whole sign. It just makes more sense.
I told you it's based on, so the time of your birth, the Placidus. So if your ascendant's at 15 degrees, that's in Placidus, that's where they start the first house. So that means your it goes into 15 degrees of the second house. So that's where you can have two signs in one house. And that kind of just blurs the interpretation, messes up the annual perfections. You know what I mean? You need one sign in each house. And then a Placidus has interception. So it's like them saying that it's harder for you to tap in or access that energy. But we are all 12 signs. Even like for me, Sagittarius, second house is empty. It doesn't matter. Right, my Leo 10th house is empty. It doesn't matter. You can still have galactic center there, Regulus in the Leo, and so even an empty house still tells a very strong, vivid story. So I don't believe that you can't, like the interceptions, like it was taking away my Aquarius and Leo. Well, that doesn't make sense, and it doesn't resonate. And then I've even seen it in transit. And this is a harsh example, but it's real, right? When Saturn transited my fourth house of Aquarius, my mother passed away. Okay. And so that quite literally can explain that. All right. So Saturn wasn't in Pisces and Placidus in my fourth house. It was in Aquarius. But in the Placidus chart, it does put Pisces in my fourth house and skips Aquarius. So you see how that can be an issue. Okay. In transit and even in the natal chart. So that's kind of how it works. So it's better, I think, to look at the whole sign system. But hey, they're all tools to get to the truth. Same thing with the Vedic sidereal, right? For example, in the Vedic, they have me as a Libra rising. That doesn't resonate with me with my life story and my experiences. But I'm a Scorpio rising in Western tropical. So, just to give you an example of like how it can play out. But the constellations and the zodiac are different. So, right now in the constellations, the sun is still in Capricorn, not in Aquarius. But that's in the Vedic. In the Western tropical, which is based on the equinox and the solstice, right? It is Aquarius season. Capiche?
So Kelly Doherty says Taurus moon Aquarius ascending. And Flying Tiger uses the Placidus.
Okay.
And Pisces moon is saying hello from the UK.
I love it. What up, UK? I was over there in 2004. Had a great time. Love London. So I think that's it, you guys.
Smiles. Oh, and Celeste is here.
Celeste, you're new too.
Virgo sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. Oh my gosh.
Celeste.
Listen. Okay, wait.
Okay, Celeste.
Anybody we didn't get to. Oh my gosh, Celeste, please come back another time because he's gonna break you down the next time. And if you get in there promise.
Celeste, we're kindred spirits. I'm a Scorpio rising. So you also at your birth there was issues with the pregnancy, preeclamptic, C-section, umbilical cord, something happened, but you're here to break generational curses in your family. Scorpio rising. Okay.
Celeste says that she was dating a Pisces for 10 years, but that he hated that she became the best version of herself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Not all. Well, I'm a Pisces, but
Pisces men are different.
They are, and I only dated one Pisces man for mad issues. So
yeah, but definitely hit me up, Celeste. I understand you as a Virgo and a Scorpio rising as well. My moon's in Capricorn, but we about that life, Scorpio rising.
Oh my gosh, there's I can't.
I know.
Listen, I'm so sorry.
But
anybody I didn't say anything.
But listen. So let me just say this in closing.
Tammy LaFleur.
What's up, Tammy LaFleur? Nice to meet you.
Celeste.
Oh my God. So
Elaine.
Wait. I love this because you know what this tells me, you guys?
Oh my gosh.
Wait. But let me say this.
Lisa Brady's here.
Hey, Lisa. And she said your name right.
Lisa.
She said it right. She said Lisa Brady. Yay. But let me say this. This tells me that y'all are about this Aquarius life and about the age of Aquarius and Pluto in Aquarius. So I thank you for showing up. If you came late, watch it from the beginning. And I hope I can, like I said, I'll try to come. I may even come back Saturday night. But I'll definitely be here early next week. If I don't make it back Saturday night, I'm just super swamped right now with clients. So I normally do twice a week, but right now I've just been doing once a week, maybe come back to twice a week, late February, early March. But I may sneak in Saturday night. I'm also going to start doing live readings on Instagram, and I will announce that in community. So make sure you subscribe to my page and go check out the community.
Yes.
Because on Instagram,
subscribe, comment.
On Instagram, I will bring you up and answer a live question.
Nikki, is that a new Nikki? That's a new person too.
Hey,
oh my
Nikki,
gosh.
welcome.
Ah!
I love it.
Yay!
Share your big three. We're getting ready to go.
Oh my gosh.
But
no,
also,
Nikki, wait. Come back next time, Nikki. I gotta feed him. The food's cold.
Yeah. But also, wait. Let me just say this: if you want to take advantage, the birth chart sale for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, the sales for all of you, right, Aquarius, until February 18th, but book it sooner than later. And it's 107 or 207. But email me directly at bigeastrology@gmail.com. The new website is up.
MD just found us last night.
What's up, MD?
Thank you.
And also make sure you guys go check out my playlist with interviews and media. I just put up my new podcast I was on today. I've just, in the last 2.5 months, just been on 6 different podcasts. And this one is called Casual Temple with Marilee Duffy. She's an amazing woman. It was a great interview. And I just, and I'm recording another one on Friday. So I'm really just so filled with gratitude and joy right now. But please, as we say goodbye, please come back and just put a post. It does help the live grow in the algorithms. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no. So Lisa just said it's great that we're so busy. Thank you. It is a blessing. It is a blessing.
Lisa,
he's in this chair so much. I hardly get to see him. His back is hurting so much too.
Yeah.
Like every night I crack his back and I do all these things to try and get him in shape. So anybody who can do body work in Arizona, we might do a trade, like massage for. I don't know.
But I always, I see my acupuncturist pretty much once a week. And I'm going to tell you, I ground in nature, you guys. When I ground in nature, that Schumann resonance, it really helps not only to align the chakras, but it takes away the pain from the hips and thighs and everything.
He did some major work.
And today I went to he's not a chiropractor. He does chiropractics. So he does body adjustments based really, I guess, from the force and energy of your own body. He's brilliant. And so I see him in Mesa, Arizona, and he just whips me up real good. I see him once a month because it's a little bit more money and it's far away. But, I try to, listen, you gotta put money into yourself, especially when you're doing spiritual work and as a light worker and a healer. For me, it's really important. But please go watch the podcast. And subscribe to these people's channels for me. Visioncast Voices podcast with George Pickett. I did his recently. Casual Temple. I did Amy Robeson. Please subscribe to her. She does Akashic Records.
Some amazing people.
So many people. I was on the Jeff Mara podcast. Crossing Over NDE. Life After NDE. I've been on.
So the 107 reading is a full chart reading?
Yes, it's a full chart reading, 65 minutes over Zoom. You receive the recording, your PDF of your chart, and you get videos of all your planetary placements. And it is so thorough, like the borough I'm from, New York, New York, a Virgo MC. All right. So I appreciate you guys.
Flying Tiger, I'm so glad you're here too.
Yeah, thank you, Flying Tiger. And Flying Tiger, we got to get you off the placidus. I want you to come home. I want you to leave the dark side. I want you to come home to the whole sign system.
Reset.
It's going to change your life. I promise you. All right. But all you new people, oh my God.
Good night, everyone. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good night. We love you.
Listen, this was fun. Episode 185. And
Flying Tiger ain't coming.
You're not coming? You stay with the placidus?
Nope.
Okay. Well, but just consider it.
Just like that movie that Jordan Peele put out.
Nope. It wasn't that good.
It really wasn't.
Yeah, his other movies were great, but nope, that wasn't that good. But I will say this. It may change.
Jacqueline says it's so worth it.
Yeah, thank you. I was going to tell you, if you do a chart reading with me, then you will come to the whole sign system. You'll be like, oh, wow, Eric, I didn't realize. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay. So just trust your brother. I got you. Listen, I was a teacher for 13 years. I'm never going to steer you wrong. All right. And I taught multiply severely disabled children. So, I got a heart of gold. All right. Let me go. The kids are coming in and it's time for me to go eat dinner. episode 185, Knowledge is
Oh,
Love.
here, wait, hold
Big
on,
E
hold
Astrology.
on.
What?
Did we already talk about this one?
Yeah, we already talked about
we
Tay.
did. We talked
Yeah, we
about
gave him his props.
We talked about his 90
90-yard touchdown run
touchdown
on
for
his
the final touchdown
on
of
his
the game.
on his grandmother's
Yes.
birthday. On his grandmother's birthday. So let me say goodbye. And yeah, Big Tay did his thing, and this was fun. And I'll see you Saturday or early next week. Enjoy the Leo full moon tomorrow. Vibrate from your heart chakra. Charge up your crystals. Me and Wifey
was so incredibly bright last night.
I didn't see it. I gotta check it out tonight. But you know what we should do? And maybe you should do it too. We've never done this. We should set out and get some moon water. Let's do that.
Okay.
We're gonna try to get some moon water.
Moon water for everybody.
Moon water
for everybody.
Moon water. All right.
Yes.
All right, you guys. God bless. Peace.
Bye.
Oh, and if you want to, you can check out on the playlist. Look under here, eComplete on YouTube or on SoundCloud, and you can hear some of my music.
Lisa's just sharing that sidereal is better for galactic astrology. Whole houses work too. I flip back and forth depending on the person.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know sidereal is good for the galactic, but that's definitely cool. Yeah, and go follow Lisa Brady. She does the Akashic Records and Galactic Astrology, and she's a sweetheart and brilliant. She's the Pisces Sun and Moon. And go watch the podcast. She was on my show, Knowledge is Love. All right. I'm out. Big E Astrology. Please come back and comment and make sure you subscribe. All right.